In the previous video, we were talking about the configuration in detail, how it is working behind the scene under the hood. Now, because we have a clear knowledge about the configuration manager class, let's implement those things in the console application. So what we have to do, we are having this console application. This is a very simple .NET Core console application. And in this console application, we have to implement that configuration manager system, right? So what I want to add some configurations in the appsettings.json file, and I want to read the data from there to this program.cs class. Now, before doing anything else over here, let's talk about the previous application. This is the one, the configuration manager class that we are having. So what we need the access of this configuration manager class. So which namespace we need? Microsoft.Extension.Configuration. And there is a package with this name, Microsoft.Extensions.Configurations, and search for this namespace. You will notice that we are having a package with this same name. This is the package that we can use. So this is the .NET CLI. Let's copy this package over here and go back to this new application that we are having. And over here, let's open a terminal window and paste that command. We are going to add a new package, which is Microsoft.Extensions.Configurations. So here you can notice that if I go to the CS pros file, this is the one, we are having this package. There is another package that we have to use because we are going to work with the JSON files. So we need one package that will be able to read the data in form of JSON. And that one is, if you will expand the JSON at the end of this one, this is also the package that we have to use. So this package is important if you are working with the add JSON file, which is the JSON files, right? So if you want to call this method, we must use this package. So let's just copy this one also and go back to this console application, paste this package also, and we are having both the packages over here. In the previous video, you were learning that we were having different sources for the configurations. We were having the app settings, the environment based files, then the name based environment files, and then we were having the user secret, command line interfaces. So many things were there. For each one of them, we have to tell our configuration that, hey, use this one, use the second one, third source. As of now, in this one, we are having only one source, which is appsettings.json file, right? So let's just add a new file over here, and this is going to be appsettings.json. All right. Now, if I go back to this program.cs class over here, in the previous video, when we were learning about the interfaces, the builder IConfiguration interface was responsible to add the files. So let's use that. And because we cannot create the instance of the interface, so there was a class which was implementing this configuration builder. So let's use that. This is the configuration builder. Let's use the builder also over here just to make things clear. And let's import the namespace. Let's see what this is. So this is this class, and it is implementing that IConfiguration builder. So we are using the same class and we are using this add JSON file. This method is coming from this JSON configuration extensions class because we have installed two packages. One is the simple extension method for the configuration, and second one is with the JSON. So this is coming from that JSON extensions. Now what we are doing in this configuration builder class, we are calling the add JSON file method, and we are adding only one file. The name is this appsettings.json file. At this place, because we are writing this custom code, so you can have any meaningful name of your JSON file and you can use the same name over here. This is optional. Reload on changes. These are two parameters that we will talk about in some upcoming videos, but this optional is quite clear that this app settings file could be optional or not. Let's say we are having this optional true, and if you are not having this app settings file over here, then application will not throw any error. But if the optional is false, then the application will throw the error if this related file is not there. Now reload on change, this is again a concept. Let's say you have deployed the application and you are making the change in that app settings file. Do you want to reload those changes or not? That tells this one. Now, because to read the data, we need the IConfiguration. So here I am writing this configuration again. We don't have to build this application over here like this. And this time we are going to build this configuration builder over here. Now, what is the type of this one? You can notice the type over here is this. This is the IConfiguration root, and it is actually implementing this IConfiguration also. So I can also write over here IConfiguration like this. Now we are all set. We have to read the data. So here I'm writing this where app name is equals to configuration app name. Let's run this application and see how this will work. If you will run this application, at this point you will notice that we are not getting any name over here. This is because we have written this optional rule that if the file does not exist, then it is okay and don't throw any error. But the problem is something else. Let's say if I'm going to open this, if I go to the bin over here and debug and .NET 10, you can notice that we do not have that app settings file at this place. So it means our console application is not getting that JSON file. Now, how do we get it? So we can right click over here, go to the properties of this file and scroll down a little bit, and it says, do we need to copy? If it is newer, we'll copy it. Okay, let's just build this entire application again and go back to that place over here. This time you can notice that we are having this file appsettings.json file. If I run this application again over here, you can notice that we are getting the name from my app settings file. This is the simplest way to read the data from this configuration file, and this is working. Now, if you want to implement the environment based concept also over here, that is also possible. For that, you have to get the current environment, and over here you have to add the JSON file for the environment based. If you also want to work with the user secrets, then make sure to add the user secrets also over here. And remember, for that there is some another package that you have to install from the NuGet in this application. But this is the fundamental concept that we have, and this is how we can work with the app settings file in the console application.